So you're Carl.
That's what everyone calls me.
I'm never gonna call you Carl.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, my name is Fu Manchu. Do you know what I hate? Well, yeah, I do hate that. Yeah, I hate that too. Okay, guys, stop. Yes, I hate all of those things and more. But you know what I really hate? I hate how political everybody's become these days. I mean, jeez. See, when I grew up, there were 3 things you weren't supposed to talk about: politics, sex, and religion. And now, that's all anybody wants to talk about. And they get them all mixed up together and stuff like that. You're not supposed to do that. Jeez. But you know what really sucks? Is when politics starts creeping its way into movies or things you like. And I know you've all seen it. Comic books you like that are ruined. Movies you would have liked had they not thrown in their political spins and stuff like that. Oh, that drives me nuts. But what's sad is when you've got 2 groups. Let's call this group over here Skynet. And they're over there saying, if you don't like this movie, well, then you're blank, blank, or blank. Wow. Okay. But then you've got the creators of the movie over here. Let's call them Legion. And they're over there saying, well, if you don't like these characters or the way we cast it or this, then you're this, or this. Jeez. And here's little old Fu stuck between the middle of these idiots. And you know what's sad? You end up seeing the movie, usually reluctantly. And you know what's sad? Okay, look. When I got the things that I'm about to review today, I got them, and I was like, you know what? I really want these. I didn't see the movie, but I really want to get these things. And then I thought, after I got them, I kept looking at them, and I was like, man, I really want to see that movie now. I didn't see it in the theaters, and I wish I would have seen it. And the movie ended up coming out the next day, and I remember going, hey, all right. And my wife was going out of town, and I thought, you know what? I can watch the movie while she's gone, and that way if it's bad, which I know it will be, because these people over here told me it would be, and these people over here told me it would be. Jeez. So you know what? I thought there'll be no witnesses if I watch it and I can't get through it or anything like that. The saddest thing is, I watched it and I loved it. Now, if you haven't figured out, I'm talking about the new stupid Terminator movie. Yeah, Dark Fate. And it was really good, man. I knew within the first 2 minutes that I liked the movie. And sadly, you get through the whole movie and everything this guy over here said was wrong and everything these people over here said were wrong. None of that came into the movie at all. And these people kept me from seeing the movie on the big screen. Man! So that really irritates me to death. I mean, seriously, if you want to make your stupid little political movies, you go right ahead. But don't lie to me and tell me this one's political. And you over there, if you want to say, oh, this ideology or this casting or blah, 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 blah. Hey, if you want that, you go make your own stupid movies. Stay away from mine because you know what? I really like Dark Fate. Now, I know that's a big rant and stuff like that. But I just want you to know how I felt. Because I found these figures literally the day before I saw the movie. And I got them because I really liked the figures. I thought, oh, these look really cool. I want to get them. And I knew the movie. I thought, I'll get the figures, but I won't like the movie. And I had no plans really to see the movie when I bought the figures. But the more I looked at them, the more I wanted to see it. I thought, you know what? I'll just bite the bullet and see it. And I honestly liked it a lot. Now, I know a lot of people out there. Now, hold on. That introduces a third party. Because you got these idiots over here making the movie. You got these people over here selling the movie. And then you got the idiots like me in the middle who basically want to tell you their version of whatever the movie is because they've got an agenda too. Now, I don't have an agenda. I'm the kind of guy that wants to be just left alone. Just leave me alone, man. And if I like something, say like, oh, I don't know, Terminator. Well, I don't want to share it with anybody else. That's how greedy I am. So, honestly, if nobody else likes it, well, hey, I'm still happy because I liked it, right? But that's not the point. The point is that there's people out there that think that they like it as much as I do, or at least they claim they do, and they just want to, ruin it by saying, oh, it's bad, this is bad, that's bad. And I'm like, but I saw the movie, it wasn't bad. And if you want to argue, hey, well, the Terminator movies didn't need this sequel, it's like a reboot and stuff like that. Well, look, I got news for you. As good as Terminator 2 is, and how everybody goes, that's the best Terminator movie ever, well, it was unnecessary, because the first Terminator movie didn't need a sequel. So seriously. When it's like they rewrote it then. So, look, I get it. And honestly, with all the actors getting older and stuff like that, this was basically the only route if you wanted to use the original actors and stuff. Because you had to explain, why the Terminator was old and why Sarah Connor's old, blah, 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 blah. But speaking of de-aging and stuff like that, man, they did a great job on that first scene with Sarah Connor and John. Man, that looks so cool. Even Arnold, he walks by too. But honestly, yeah, the movie wasn't as bad as everybody said it was going to be, and it wasn't as bad as these idiots over here making it said it was going to be, that I wouldn't like it because I'm a misogynist and all this. Really? Really? I'm a misogynist. Sure, whatever. Okay, and then these idiots over here, blah, blah, blah. Ugh, I'm sick of it. That's what I hate, guys. Yeah. And it's driving me nuts. And it's happening more and more and more with every movie that comes out lately, with every comic that comes out lately, with every cartoon that comes out lately. And it's really getting stupid. And honestly, hey, look, it's just as much my fault as it is yours. Don't put up with it, man. Seriously, don't even see these movies out of spite. It's sad because some of the good ones like this one are gonna, go by the wayside and you'll miss it. But for the most part, don't patronize the things that you basically don't want to see. Just let it go. It's over. You had your time. Whatever. They ruined it and there's no changing it. But honestly, this movie wasn't as bad as everybody says it is, and blah, 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 and I really liked it a lot. Whew, okay, that was a rant and a half. Jeez, over almost 6 minutes of a rant. So sorry if you're still here. Hey, let's go check out these figures, shall we? Today's review will be on the NECA Terminator Dark Fate. And this is for the T-800 action figure, otherwise known as Carl. Yeah, that's right. We've gotten to that stage in the Terminator movies where the Terminator is named Carl. Well, I guess we should have expected that, because in Terminator 2 they called him Uncle Bob, so I guess Carl's not too much of a stretch. And also the Sarah Connor action figure. Now, as I previously said in my very long drawn-out intro, the day I found these figures at my local Target, I had yet to see the movie, and it was only after looking at the figures, that night, that it made me really have an interest in seeing the movie. And luckily, the movie came out on Blu-ray literally the next day. And man, oh man, am I happy with it, because I really thought I'd see the movie and think, oh, well, this sucks. And then I'd return the figures or something like that, because I had yet to open them. And man, nope, I liked it. And honestly, it just makes me want more characters, because I definitely want a Grace and I definitely want a Rev 9. This is awesome. And honestly, Grace, everything I'd seen about her in the, the previous stuff that came out before the movie comes out, blah, 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 they make her just look stupid and skinny and scrawny and this and that. I loved her, man. Seriously, I got a crush on her now. So Mackenzie Davis, you can call me. Call me, Mackenzie. Seriously. Yeah. And if not, if you don't want to call me NECA, send me a prototype or something of her. I don't care. But yeah, look at this. It looks really good. Now, there's a few differences. I think his beard should be grayer and stuff like that. This head over here, false advertising. I don't know, man. He never put on sunglasses in the movie. Now, he had sunglasses on in the beginning, but he was younger there. He looks at the sunglasses in the movie and he decides not to put them on. So I don't know why they did that. But honestly, it's okay. You got a free head. But that head looks really good, and it looks really good up close like this. And yeah, the figure looks amazing, and I'm very, very happy with it. I think the only thing that would have made this figure better is, since NECA figures do have the ability, you can pop their arms off and stuff on the Ultimates and stuff. If they had came with like some short-sleeved muscle arms, and then a younger head with the sunglasses on, with no beard and stuff like that, so that you could have the Terminator from the first movie, because I think he's wearing pretty much the same kind of shirt, I think. But honestly, that would have been really cool. But I'm sure they'll do that later and release it later if they make more, because like the movie Valerian, they didn't make very many figures from that. So who knows how many more they'll make. But please make a Grace. Please make a Rev 9. That would be awesome. Now, when I first saw photos of Sarah Connor, or should I say Linda Hamilton, dressed up as very old Sarah Connor, I was just like, why are they doing this? I mean, it always reminds me of the Rocky poster in Airplane or Airplane 2, Rocky like 19 or something like that in the background. It's like, really? Guys, let it go. I always think that. But honestly, she was awesome. In the movie, she was really, really awesome. Yes, she's older and stuff like that, and she still dresses the same. That's one of the things that they always screw up with movies. I mean, you're going to dress differently when you get older. I mean, especially if it's like 20 years in the future or something. Come on. But honestly, I loved it. I loved her character, everything about it. I thought she was awesome. And yeah, this figure looks amazing. Now, unlike the Terminator, she actually does wear sunglasses throughout the movie, so it's cool to get that extra head. That is very cool indeed. But yeah, that is awesome. And yeah, this figure looks way awesome too. I love it. This thing is incredible. Now, as you can see, the backs of the packages are exactly the same on both figures, except for one says T-800 and one says Sarah Connor. Now, instead of a little bio for each character, there's a little synopsis of the movie that says, Danny Ramos is living a simple life in Mexico City when a highly advanced and deadly new Rev 9 Terminator travels back through time to hunt and kill her. Danny's survival depends on her joining forces with two warriors, Grace, an enhanced super soldier from the future, and a battle-hardened Sarah Connor. As the Rev 9 ruthlessly hunts for Danny, the three are led to a T-800 from Sarah's past that may be their last best hope. Dun, 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 dun. And it's kind of sad too, because they kind of blow the movie, because when they go to meet the T-800, I hope you've seen the movie, but when they go to meet him, you're not supposed to know that, and you know, it just sort of happens. They blow it in the trailer too, so that sort of sucks. I hate that, man. Because if you could go back in time and see like Terminator 2 and not know that there are two Terminators, that movie would be totally different. Because that scene where Arnold says, "Get down," and he shoots the cop, you'd have been going, "Oh my god, he just killed the Reese character." Nope. Yeah, they had to blow that in the trailers, didn't they? But you know what? They kind of do that in this movie too. But anyways, enough about the backs of the packages. Let's look at the front of the package one more time. Well, I guess before we do look at the front, we should look at the sides. Down one side, we have the Terminator Dark Fate logo, and then over on the other side, we've got the Rev 9 robot version. Oh, that is so cool. Because in the movie, there's actually two versions of the Rev 9. You've got this version here that's inside like the skin version. He's like the T-1000 that wraps around an endoskeleton. That's pretty awesome. Now, I didn't know if I'd like that when I saw the trailers and stuff. I was like, really? Okay, that's all right. But he's actually very, very cool indeed, and there's a lot of really neat scenes in there. But yeah, this just makes me want a figure of him. Please, NECA, make him and Grace, please. I don't care if they make a Danny or not. I mean, she was all right. I mean, she didn't bother me or anything like that in the movie, but she didn't do anything special, honestly. I mean, she was fine. But I really want a Rev 9, and I definitely want a Grace, because that's just so cool indeed. Now, if you look at the top of the package, too, and you move it down right here, you'll notice there's actually the Rev 9 eyeball, too, and that is cool. Okay, I've talked about the movie and the packages enough. It's time to open these figures, because I bought these figures the day before the Blu-ray was released, so however long that's been, they've been sitting here, and I've been dying to open them. So I say we open them! So, here are the figures fresh out of the package, and right before I opened them, I looked at the date on my receipt, and I bought these on January 27th. They've been sitting here for like 2 months, man. Holy cow! But you know what? It was well worth the wait, because look at that sculpt on his head. It looks so awesome. He's got the subtle wrinkle lines on his forehead and around his eyes. I think they did a great job on his beard, although I do think the beard should be whiter. This just makes him look like he has a blonde beard, not a gray beard. He's supposed to have like a white Santa Claus beard. Look at that scar on his cheek. That looks amazing. Now, that scene in the movie happens very quickly. When it shows the young T-800 or whatever, Sarah shoots him like 3 or 4 times, and one of the shots goes right off of his cheek like that. And if you're not paying attention to it, you might miss that. But yep, that's the scar he has because of that shot. Look at the little veins there on his temple. That looks cool. The wrinkle lines on his neck. He's got the Reed Richards graying hair there. That is so awesome indeed. And yeah, look at the sculpt there. They're doing a really good job on the Arnie's there at NECA. He's got the subtle paint there on his lips. That looks so cool indeed. Now, when I got this figure, I thought, oh, I'm definitely going to put the head on that's wearing the sunglasses and stuff like that. But then after seeing the movie, he never actually puts them on. He just kind of looks at them and puts them back down. So yeah, this will be the way I'm going to display him, and this head is awesome. Now, working our way down his jacket here, you've got some quilting there on the shoulders, and that looks awesome indeed. Now, the jacket looks like it's kind of like an old worn brown leather jacket. That is awesome indeed. Now, the shirt, if you look, the black shirt there is actually a soft kind of plastic overlay, kind of like the jacket, and there's articulation underneath there. That is very cool indeed. As you can see, he's got his gun holding hand there, and over here it's just a normal holding hand, and it comes with 2 extra hands. Now, I'm not going to be pulling out all the accessories. I'm going to leave like the guns and stuff inside of the package and junk, because I'm not going to display these figures just yet, but I will show them off. There's his shoes, looking very cool indeed. He's wearing Crime Time shoes. Yeah, I miss Crime Time. Where did they go, man? They were awesome in WWE. I got to see him live once. That was pretty cool. But anyways, this figure looks awesome indeed. Let's look at him from behind. Now, looking at Carl from behind, you can see the gray continues to the back of his hair. His collar's popped up right there. You've got the quilting on the back of the jacket as well. All the little wrinkle lines and the paint wash. That looks so awesome. It's got the belt detail, and I absolutely love the little wrinkles there around the seams of his coat. That is so cool indeed. You got his jeans, and then down here you've got his Crime Time shoes. Moving on to Sarah Connor, and they absolutely nailed her head sculpt. That is amazing. All the little subtle wrinkle lines there around her mouth. Oh, that looks so good. She's even got like some pinkish hue there on her cheeks. That is so amazing. The only thing that would make this head sculpt truly amazing
would be is if NECA would start doing the real scan face paint or whatever. As much as I hate it, because I don't really like the dots and stuff like that, but it does make the eyes and stuff look more realistic. And, you know, these are fine, don't get me wrong. But if they started doing that, I mean, I think everybody would agree this head sculpt is spot on. Looking at her hair, they got her hair color a little bit closer than the Carl's beard or whatever, because, like I said, his beard should be whiter. And I absolutely love the lines there around her neck and stuff. That is so cool. Yeah, they did an amazing job on this figure. Now, looking at her vested there, all she needs is a Punisher skull. I mean, gee, she practically is the Punisher in this movie, but that is so cool indeed. You can see she's got a green shirt there underneath it, and then down here, look at the sculpt there of her forearm. That is so awesome. You can see her veins and stuff in her hands. Yeah, they could have just taken the cheap way out and not sculpted that. You know, those are details they could have left off, but they went the whole way, man. That is awesome. You got her pants there with all the little texturing and stuff. That is so cool indeed. And then down here you have her little combat boots, and that is awesome. Looking at Sarah from behind, you can see the way her hair is detailed there with the layers. That's awesome. Now mine's got a little paint smudge or something right there on the back of her neck, but that's okay because it's on the back. You can't really see it. Look at the detail work there on her bulletproof vest. It's even worn there at the top. That is very cool indeed. Now, the vest is just all black. There's not like any sort of wash over it, but that looks really good though. And then over here, she's got a gun holster, as you can see. And then her belt. I love all the little detail work there. I mean, look at the texturing. That is so cool indeed. Working our way down to her shoes, and you can see her little boots there. Very awesome. Back of her arms right there. Looking very cool indeed. Yeah, this figure is awesome. And you know what? Zombie Cat had said there's not enough old lady figures. This one will go good with the Laurie Strode figure from the last Halloween movie. This is so cool indeed. I think they did an amazing job, and honestly, I'm probably going to display her with the sunglasses, so while we're talking about that, let's look at their extra heads, shall we? And oh man, if I thought the first head looked good, this one looks great. That is awesome. I absolutely love this sunglasses look. And remember, this is zoomed in. From far away, I mean, it looks like a tiny little Linda Hamilton standing there. That is so awesome. And yeah, I love the fact that they give you two heads so that you can make the choice yourself. This is cool. Now, as for the Arnie head, I'm not going to be putting it on the figure, but here's what it looks like. Check it out. Now, that looks pretty awesome indeed. Now, it's a little bit of a tease because, like I said, in the movie, he doesn't actually put on the sunglasses. He wears them when he's younger or whatever, but he doesn't have a beard there. But yeah, he just sort of looks at them and puts them back down. It's kind of funny, I guess, but still, he doesn't wear them, and I guess they didn't know that at NECA. But yeah, this still looks good. I mean, seriously, it's cool to get two heads or whatever. And this one up here absolutely is my favorite out of all of them. That is so cool. Now, as for the accessories, like I said, I'm not going to be pulling them out of the package because I'm not going to be displaying my figures yet, and I don't want to run the risk of breaking any of these little fragile-looking guns. But Sarah comes with this gun here. And then down below that, she has this shotgun, looking very cool indeed. And then over on the other side, she has this little handgun here. And then she also has an extra right trigger hand. Now, she comes with two right hands that look basically like this. So I'm assuming that this hand is made for a certain gun. Maybe this little one here, and then the other one can hold these other two. I don't know. But you know what? It's cool to get all these weapons, and that is cool. Plus, she comes with that extra head, and that is awesome. Now, as for Carl's accessories, he gets the big guns. Check this out. That is awesome indeed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd break that the first second I pull it out of the package. Down here, he has another gun, looking very cool. Check that out. That's cool. It's like a grenade launcher or something. Very awesome. Below that, he's got this hand here. And then over here, he's got another hand, as you can see. And then up here, he has this gun too. And that is so cool. Yeah, he definitely got the most accessories because he got all this and an extra head. That is awesome. Oh, and in case you're wondering, no, they did not come with those NECA stands. Those are just stands I already had. Now, what did we learn from this little experience? Well, we learned this. Don't listen to other people. Seriously, don't listen to anybody. Even people you like and they tell you, hey, this movie is gonna suck. Don't listen to me either. I mean, just because I liked it doesn't mean you're gonna like it. And you know what's sad is, I really did like it, so I highly recommend it. But, you know, it's not gonna be for everybody. And honestly, all I want you to do is I want you to stop listening to everybody because everybody's got an agenda these days. And honestly, they're keeping you away from things that you'd really like, and they don't care. They have, you know, they're winning if you just listen to them. Haha, they just want to give you their opinion and stuff. And that's not what I'm doing. I'm just talking about these because I like them. And, you know, you don't have to like them, but I like them a lot. And I really hope that NECA makes more because, like I said, I do want a Rev 9 and I definitely want a Grace. Hubba hubba. But you know what? I love these figures and I hope you do too. And if you see the movie and you think it's pretty good, tell me. If you think it sucks, tell me that too. I don't care because I liked it. So, yeah, I like it. And I like the figures. So, there's my very long-winded review for the NECA Terminator Dark Fate, T-800 and Sarah Connor action figures. And man, oh man, am I happy with these figures. And they had to be great, man, because I waited 2 months to open them. And you know what? It was worth the wait. These things are incredible, and I really hope there's more to come from this movie because I really did like it. And honestly, if you didn't like it, that's okay. You know, we don't all have to like the same stuff. I enjoyed it, I had a lot of fun watching it, and I really hope they make more figures. So, until next time, tune in for more Foo Reviews!
I am going to kill you.
I understand.
Hey, this is Nolan North. You don't want to miss Foo Reviews. And I'm out.